Good morning. Welcome back to the channel. Today, first time for the channel actually, I'm at VauxWall West. So I've climbed here a few times before, but I don't normally film here because there's not a massive amount of space on the mats. So it's quite narrow between each of the walls. So if I have my tripod as well, it's going to get in the way. So I've come at a relatively quiet time, so I should be able to get some good filming done. But yeah, just enjoying my morning coffee for now. Still on the one arm stuff as always. Going to be another week or so before that's back to normal. But yeah, thankfully not too long before I can climb again normally. But yeah, that's why I've come here, is because there's walls that I've not tried yet, stuff that you've not seen on the channel. So new routes, fresh sets. That's the plan. Do some one arm stuff on these, see what happens, and go from there. So hope you enjoy it. Okay, I'm going to start on some slabs. Starting with this blue V1. Starts with hands on this. The feet look quite good. It goes up to the left side and then back over to the right towards the end. I think the main thing for this is with one hand, the feet look like they're in a good position for me. I'm pretty confident that this should be an okay route to do, and I can do it relatively statically all the way up as well. So yeah, I'm just going to jump into it and see how we go. It turned out to be a bit more difficult than I thought actually. Yeah, even the first move comes to the left hand. I thought I could get my weight across a bit further and do that easier, but I couldn't. Managed to cross the right foot through and really push hard to keep tension to stay on the wall. And yeah, then coming up again to the right was quite tricky. The move to the right hand, had to really keep tension through the foot when I went for that as well. And then crossing through with the volume poking out so far with just one hand was really challenging as well. So that was actually quite a tough start, harder than I thought it was going to be. Certainly woken me up for the session. Okay, I'm going to jump into a perma set now. That's the wooden holds, which I really like to climb on, these perma sets at VauxWall West. They're really nice wooden holds, good for your fingers, and I think the style, it just feels different with the wooden holds. I just quite like it. But yeah, this one, V1, the hands and the feet look really well positioned for my right hand only stuff. There's enough footholds all around to position my feet in a good enough way, and I'm pretty confident that I should be able to do this one a bit more easily than the first one. The volume's less in the way for this, and yeah, the feet are better, so I think this one will be a little bit easier. Always say it's going to be a bit easier, and I'm always so wrong with that. That was probably more tricky than the blue. Yeah, really difficult in the end, that one. I think I may have done the end sequence a little bit wrong. I put my right foot on this and tried to get my left foot here, which was okay, but then I was trying to generate with one hand, but my arm was already bent, trying to pull from this position up to the right hand bump. So I got no momentum and it was all through the hands and nothing through the feet. I think what I needed to do was get my right foot up to this one instead. Sink hips over. That would mean when I'm in a lower body position, my weight more here, I've got more weight through my feet, more weight through the right foot. My arm will be a little bit straighter so I can pull a bit further, more range of motion for that. And that should make it easier to go to the last hold. But yeah, even navigating the bottom section was really tricky on that as well. It's so funny, in my mind it looks okay, and you get on the wall and I'm in a different body position to what I kind of read from the ground. So yeah, it's really very testing. Oh, that foot swap is so hard to stop the swing. I forgot how difficult that was the first try. And I kind of rushed it a little bit on that second go. Because the issue is with standing on my right foot here, the body tension is always forcing me this way. So I have to get my left foot on quite quickly and on the edge of this hold and pull myself into the wall in that direction. But yeah, I just wasn't able to do that time. So I think I need to rest a little bit longer. I kind of rushed into that one. Yeah, that was tricky. Ended up keeping my left foot down here. I don't think I'd have been able to do it with the right foot on that one in the end. That was too difficult, too far to generate two. And the problem would be that because that hold is to the left of the finish hold that I'm going for, when I caught the finish hold, all my weight would be swinging this way and I have nothing to resist. So thankfully, I was just tall enough to get my right foot on here, which is to the right of the last hold, which would hold my swing, but also keep tension through the left foot so I could go more statically and catch the pinch at the end. So yeah, really good fun actually with one hand. Enjoyed that. Okay, I'm gonna go straight into this orange V2 now. Starts with two hands here and feet on this side. And to be honest, I think it's pretty doable with one hand. It's very much weight through the feet and more balancy with the hands. I think tricky move will be probably coming out of this, going to the right hold. But thankfully I'm moving to the right side rather than the left, so that's easier with the right hand. Obviously the difficulty is that you normally thumb press up with the left to catch the right. I won't have that balance, so I have to get the dead point and the momentum really perfect when I go for that catch. And stepping up is going to be tricky. That's where it's going to get more difficult, because you normally pull up and go with the left whilst your right hand's still on. I'm going to have one foot on this, pull up and bump, and I'm going to be swinging all over the place. So I'm going to have to change feet, flag out. It's going to be very tough. But yeah, once I've done that, I think I can come into a Gaston, get my feet up and then bump to the last hole. So that's the plan. We'll see how it goes. Oh, that is going to be tricky. Going to be really tricky with one hand, releasing off of that, losing all of the tension that's keeping me into the wall. To come out to the right, that's going to be very hard. Yeah, I think I can do this. I think I can fight through it. I'm going to have to pinch super hard on this, and there's really barely anything on that. I'm going to have to get the swing into the wall perfect. The issue is I'm trying to swing in, and then I'm going to get my arm out of the way, away from these holds, but then back into the wall again. So that movement, I think I can get this move, but it's going to take me quite a few goes to get it accurately. Wow, that was super hard. I was surprised to even catch that move at the start. Coming to this was okay, and thankfully I could reach that hold with my foot still down here. If I'd have had to cut my left foot and bump up, it would have been much harder. And yeah, it was then really awkward. I had to get the left foot up, and I was really bunched because the feet are so close to my hand. I was generating from such an awkward position, but thankfully the hold was quite good, and I had enough force like moving through to go up to the last hold from there. So yeah, really surprised myself with that one as well, so that was cool. Okay, I'm going to move on to this purple V1 now. Starts with two hands here, lots of feet on the way up. The hands are pulling in, I think, quite a good direction, and thankfully there's enough feet by the looks of it, except for when I go for the last hold, the feet are all in a good position. So going for the last hold is going to be tricky. I think I'll end up with right foot here, left foot on that one, pulling this way to keep tension, to stop me swinging out, because all the footholds are to the left of the top hold that I'm going for at the end. So yeah, that's going to be the crux, I think, will be at the end. But yeah, going to jump on, see how we go. Yeah, managed to read that really well. Did exactly what I said, executed it well. Tricky section at the start where there was a bit awkward of a swing coming this way, but yeah, was able to hold on to that relatively easily in the end. That was actually harder than the last move. I think I read the last bit pretty well to get the left foot up. That really helped with the tension. Made that last move, it's not that far either to bump, made it a hell of a lot easier. So yeah, pretty glad with my route reading on that one. Okay, I'm going to move on to a slightly different wall now. This is a little bit more vertical, if not slightly overhung. So I'm going to do the red V1. A little bit awkward going up to the left first, but there's some good feet to catch the swing. And yeah, it should be okay from there, going up to the right and then up to the left again. And then it's a very, very big move to go up to the right. I'm not sure how I'm going to handle that one. It's going to be quite tricky. From the left, from the third last hold to the second last hold. Very big move from here all the way to there. So yeah, it might be that I skip the left hold and it's an even bigger move, but I'll figure out what it feels like when I get on the wall. But yeah, this is going to be quite a tricky V1, so I'll see what we can do. Ooh. Wow, yeah, really big move, but I was just really accurate today. My feet, I'm feeling quite flowy, very precise there. The way I changed my feet, that was the saving grace. If I'd have got that slightly wrong and I missed the foothold, then yeah, I'd have slipped down, not caught the swing and just come off the wall. So yeah, really quite surprised and impressed by myself there for once. I actually was really precise changing my feet, got it in very accurately and then flagged out, which held the swing. So yeah, happy with that in a big way. Okay, I've just moved on to another section of the wall now, to this small slab bit. It's very, very slightly a slab. If anything, actually it might be completely vertical. So this is going to be challenging as well. I'm going to try the yellow V2. I think it looks like the most doable of the routes other than the V intro with one hand. So I'm going to try the yellow one. It's going to be quite tricky. Probably have to throw up to the left side first with the right hand, and then figure the feet out to come to the right and then back across. But towards the end, at least, the holds look a lot better. So yeah, we'll just jump on there and see if we can figure out on the wall. Not fully happy with that. I unintentionally somewhat dabbed. I kind of kicked this. Didn't really use it too much, but in my mind, I feel like I've not done the route properly, so I'm going to do that again and try and be more accurate with my foot. Because that's all it is. It's not like I couldn't do the route without hitting that. I definitely could. Just need to be less clumsy. So I'm going to go straight back into it, do it again. Same move, all done in the same way. And yeah, try and flag out in the gap or on this hold straight away rather than missing through and kicking this. Yeah, much better that time. Came all the way through. Yeah, I thought about coming into here, but the issue is that I'm then too tight, too narrow with my body, and the flag isn't really doing what it's there to do, which is to stop me swinging. So I kept swinging, so ended up kicking further through, missed these holds onto the wall. That stopped the momentum nicely, and then did the route as before. So yeah, much happier with that now. Okay, that's me going to end the video there. Quite a few physical routes that I've done. I'm really tired now. Yeah, really tested me on a few of these. Glad to get that yellow one properly in the end. Ended up missing quite a few holds that were obviously on this section of the wall. So yeah, quite happy that I managed to find a different way to do it with one hand. But yeah, I'm going to end it here. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. It was actually good fun today. I'm really happy with what I've done. Really more accurate than I have been previously, and my coordination was better with my footwork, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, definitely getting better at the one-arm stuff, funnily enough, from practicing. So there we go. But yeah, hoping to be back to some two-handed stuff soon, and we get some proper climbing videos again. But yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Really helps me out loads. I really appreciate it. But most importantly, as always, as you know, make sure you grab life by the plums, and I'll see you in the next one.